What's up, everybody? I'm James. Welcome to Mechanical Mayhem, and welcome back to the table. This is a mess, but it is a haul of stuff that I've gotten recently over a few different shipments. I'm going to go over everything here. This is for the hobbydom, if you will. So, I just want to go over what I got and the why behind it. And I have something at the end here that I think is pretty cool, pretty special, and definitely want to stick through to see that. But in any case, leave a comment, share your thoughts on any of this stuff, right? Do you have something similar? Let me know. Starting off, we have the Leo HG full weapon set. I did a box opening, I guess an unboxing is a better word for that, slash first impressions thought of this kit already, so I won't keep it on screen for too long here. So that I have that video done already and it's up. So you can check it out if you want to know more, but just really pleased to have it. It came in around the same time as this stuff, so I included it in this haul video. Uh, Not all this stuff at the time, right? I was waiting on a few more things. But anyways, um, really cool HG kit. Can't wait to actually sink my teeth into that proper in the future. Moving on, we have steel balls, stainless steel little mixing balls to be precise. Now you can get glass beads, maybe even a carton of BBs, right? Whatever the case is, these are stainless steel mixing balls to put in your paint. Some paint companies have a mixing ball, an agitator ball, if you will, in their paint pots already, and that's pretty cool. But a lot do not. And have no fear, you can just add it yourself. Now, there are a couple of different things that I might be a little hesitant to put one in, such as this Alclad bottle. It's a tall kind of, I think it's glass, or it sounds like glass, but I feel like I get a pretty decent speed out of that um, mixing ball in that really thin paint. So I'd be a little hesitant there, maybe. And then my alcohol-based metallic paint may be there as well, but it should work just fine in either. That's just me being um, a little bit too timid, I suppose. But in any case, um, instead of wishing your paint pots had mixing balls, you can just add one. So, uh, got that because I have these. These are 30 mil bottles. They are 30 mil bottles that are sold as tattoo ink bottles. Now, part of me wishes I went and I got a bag of 50 mil. It would have been less, but they would have been bigger, and I think they would have had markings on them. There are no measuring markings on them at all. Not that it really matters, but I think the 30 mil works just fine. So if you're looking for something like this, maybe because you want to transfer your paint out of your pot into a dropper bottle, or for what I want to do is I want to take the lacquers and pre-mix them, so I have them ready to go without having to make a mess mixing them on the fly. These will work great. So whether it's acrylic, enamel lacquers, these tattoo ink bottles are going to work really, really nicely. I saw stuff like this out there on the interwebs for like hobby setups. And I think they may have called stuff like this a bit differently. I found it came up as tattoo ink bottles, so that's how I'm referring to it. Now, I am looking to get more involved with airbrushing. I've had an airbrush set up since 2018, and I don't really use it much at all. In fact, I went years not even touching it after 2018. Like several years, I should say, like a couple, like 2 to 3 years total, I think, maybe two in a row at one point where I didn't touch it at all. And so I've never had an airbrush holder, and this is a combo holder slash cleaner. So I'll unscrew it. You have a nice little jar to collect the paint in, whatever else. And then inside, you can see there's a filter, so when you spray, the fumes and stuff don't come out. And when you spray, you come in here, you spray against this partition, and it drips down and into this jar. So should work out pretty well. And on top of just cleaning, it also works as a neat way to just hold the airbrush. So obviously there would be a hose here, but for something like my portable airbrush on top of the compressor, it'll be too tall to use this. And if you have extra attachments down here, like on your airbrush, if you have like a quick disconnect and then something else, it could get a little long with the hose. It might not sit too well in here, so you have to be careful. But I don't have any of that. If I did, I would just get a quick disconnect and it should still fit no problem. So there's that guy. Penultimate stuff time. This is a piece of wood. This is called a wooden canvas. That's how I found it on Amazon. It is 8x9 and it's a hex. It's a hexagon. And it looks surprisingly similar to the hexagon on BattleTech bases because it's going to be the same shape regardless of size if it's a hexagon. But that was the whole point. I was looking for some way to do a big old base because I have the Mega project. And while I'm currently working on just the Shadowcat, there is a total of 5. And this came in a package of 6. So I have one to spare to experiment with. But as you can see, this is the legs of the Shadowcat. It stands on here just fine. I think even the biggest mech I have in this project should stand on this without issue. And gives me decent surface area to do stuff on the base and have it look good. The bonus is this is a piece of quote-unquote wooden canvas in the form of a hex. So it's got that thickness to it, and it's not thick all the way through. So if you wanted the recess to maybe make undulating kind of terrain features or whatever on your base, you could do that by turning it over. I want the entirety of the thing to be a base, so I would have to do something with these borders here. But I plan to use it right side up most of the time anyway. Feels pretty good. Like I said, I have 6 of them. I'll be experimenting with this stuff for sure. So you'll be seeing more of this, I guarantee it. All right. You probably are guessing at what's underneath here. You're probably seeing a little bit when I turn this over. Before I get to it, if you're still here and you're not subscribed, why not? You made it this far, and I haven't scared you away yet with my mediocrity. So consider alpha striking that subscribe button. It's fast, it's free, it's easy. You'll be a part of future conversations more easily, and you'll be able to know when I also go live here on YouTube. With that said, this is Gundam Assemble Set Wings of Advance. This is a really cool promotional thing that I decided before it gets even harder to find, I would track down a box and buy it. And I did. Purely a quasi impulse, just get it for, to have it type of deal. And it's pretty cool. So if you don't know what these things are, because you're like me, you live in the States and they're just not there because this is all in Japanese, this is a really clever way that I feel Bandai is advertising Gundam Assemble and generating hype for it, because the game actually comes out in 2026, I believe. But you might have seen some miniatures floating around out there with people getting their hands on to paint and whatnot. Well, one of the ways you can do that is with this type of promotional thing. I don't remember what all Gundam shows have a set like this, but I know it's Wing, then Gundam, and I think some other one, although I can't recall which one it is exactly. In any case, what it is a collection of cards, I think a deck of cards for the Gundam card game. Now, they're going to be duplicates. If you buy this box twice, it'll be the same set of cards in there, I believe is what they said. So it's not like you're going to get randomized cards, but who cares? You're getting a set of cards, and with that, you're getting 3 miniatures for the upcoming Gundam Assemble game. So if you're interested in Gundam Assemble, you would get this, and you would get basically a deck worth of cards to get started with the Gundam card game. And for to the Gundam card game, you could get this, and then you would get 3 miniatures for the up and coming Gundam Assemble game. So that's really cool. This one is Wings of Advance for Gundam Wing. It has a Space Leo, Ground Type Leo, and a Tallgeese. It's all in Japanese, like I said, so I don't know what is being said here at all, but some cool pictures. I really like the packaging. Really cool. Really, really smart, like I said. Because the Gundam Guard game, I've seen stuff about it. I know there's a couple of stores by me that sell it and even have like game nights for it. I know nothing about it, but the fact is that you could get this and some miniatures is a good move. Now, this is all in Japanese, including the cards. So obviously this wouldn't sell too well here in the States general purpose style, but just the idea is a very good one. So I give them props for that. And I saw this one. I was like, Leo is an awesome grunt type mobile suit, and there's two of them in here, plus the tall geese, which is the the ultra giga Leo that started it all for these mobile suits from Oz. So yeah, let's track one down, and so I did. Now let me know in the comments and with likes, whatever, if you want to see further in depth in this box. I know I do, and if you do as well, I can make some videos on that, and we can go through building one of these miniatures too. But you gotta let me know, so post some comments or hit that like, alpha strike that subscribe button, all that stuff, and let's see what happens. In any case, that's all I got for you in this one. Pretty fun little haul. The point wasn't to break the bank, and outside of this, I don't really think I did. And even this wasn't too bad, but it was just I had the collector in me and the enjoyer of the Gundamverse in me had to do this. It's a really cool setup. Anyways, share your thoughts. Let me know if you have any Gundam Assemble stuff as well. And that's it. So thanks so much for taking the time out of your day to spend it with me in this random video. And until next time, take care.